3, 2, 1, and welcome to Photo4me, celebrating Collections Day. This is not a normal podcast because we're going to take a break for a couple of weeks. It is just about collections. But anyway, before we start with all of that, I want to introduce you to the team. We've got Mark, who runs customer success, member success.
Hey, everyone.
We've got Dan, who runs content and social media. Mike runs the day-to-day operations. And I do the tech and marketing. So without further ado, Mark.
It's me.
Go for it.
That's it. So we've got a lovely little list this week because it's Christmas, but there are still people selling, which is good. So people have sold for the first time. We've got Mark Clare, Angie Vogel, Keith Ogden, David Morton, Cy Betteridge, Sue Drabble, Amber Talang, and Robert McDowell. So there you go. That's a nice little list there.
Congratulations to everyone on that list. Yeah,
well done,
exactly
everyone.
That.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we've got the top 5 sellers this week. And at the top, we've got Durgadus Races. We've got Valerie Patterson, Andrew Ray, Kevin Britland, and Chris Day. And then Editor's Choice for this week, we've got Kev Robinson, David McFarland, James Grant, Craig Dugan, and Jim Hamilton. There you go. So no presentation from me this week because obviously it's Collections Day. But yeah, that's it. I'm done reading lists.
Lovely. I'm not used to talking this week.
I was going to say, it sounds like a repossessive people. It's Collections Day. Who we get?
Yeah. Collections positive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you're all aware, it is Collections Day. This feature's finally released. It's been a long journey, hasn't it, John?
Yeah, about 6 months. 6 months of planning, yeah.
Yeah, I bet. John's going to tell you a bit more about that later, and we're going to talk about collections as a whole later on in the show. But just a heads up with social media, of course, now that you're all creating these collections, we're going to start posting collections that you've created onto our social media channels and start sharing them directly with customers. So if we know a customer's searching for something, or we look at our data and look at our popular searches, we're going to start looking for collections that we can begin to share to them to really provide products to their niche. And I think that's the best thing about what Collections offers. More about data and how you can start creating collections for customers. We want to make sure that you are aware of what customers are searching. Of course, this has been a topic for a little while now, and John's been working on more ways to get that data to you. But in the new year, what's going to happen is I'm going to start being a bit more proactive in the Facebook group, and I'm going to start giving you heads up about what's being searched for, so you guys can create a collection based on that search term. For example, if we know customers are after rivers or lakes in Scotland, I'll give you guys a heads up on that in the group, and you can go ahead and go through your portfolio, see what you've got, and make a collection for that. So we're going to really try and work with you to just help customers find what they want much easier. That's really the main thing. Of course, aside from Editor's Choice, which is it's a great way to highlight a particular photographer for a day, we're going to start creating featured collections our end. So there's no limit to how many photographs we can put in a collection. So that means we can start to show off way more of your work. So get many more different artists involved and start promoting you to customers. We're still working on how that will feature on the main site, but that's another really cool thing to look out for in the new year. Another thing, of course, you saw the tutorial video which went out last night that shows you how to use the collections tool really in depth and shows you step by step what each feature does. The feedback's been really good on that tutorial video, so you can expect to see us improve the tutorial videos across the entire site in the new year. For example, we're going to be working on a better pricing tool explainer video, and explainer videos on how to improve your searchability on the site, because we really just want to help you guys improve your chances of selling. So we're going to invest a lot more time into that in the new year. And I think that's about it from me on social media and content. So, Mike, what's been searched for this week?
What's been searched for this week? The top 5 searches is really, really general. Is landscapes. That's number 1, and then number 2 is Anglesey. Number 3 is Iron Bridge. 4 is Spitfire, and 5 is the Mourne Mountains. From my perspective, what's happening is that our manufacturers, for as of tomorrow all the way until the 4th of January, are closed. We're still working operationally on a skeleton staff. We'll still be approving pictures, we'll still be checking orders, and we'll still be answering emails, just very basic emails. And as we just said last week, the photographer payments will be going out on January the 8th. And just before I sign off, I just want everybody to appreciate the NHS jumper I have on, just because it is amazing, and the NHS is a brilliant service. I think it's the most amazing thing in the world. So thank you very much to all our carers, all our heroes in the NHS, and all our frontline workers. So thank you so much going into Christmas. And I guess so I guess that's my side. And Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, guys.
It's all good.
Over to me then, I guess. Yeah. So how are we improving the marketplace this week?
Doing anything?
Birth to collections.
Oh,
that little thing.
That little thing.
So it launched quite early in the morning, and we've had over 800 collections created in about 12 hours. So, or less than 12 hours, 10 hours, in fact. So it does seem to be well received. There's been some great feedback coming back around the usability of it. I think overall, most people seem to be happy with the way it works and the UX. That's the user experience. But we have had some good suggestions already. So again, with that, if you think of something that we could add to it to improve it, please drop it into the upvote in our roadmap and put it as a suggestion. And if we get enough people to vote on it, we will definitely action that in the new year. And Dan touched upon how we're going to start to show you what people are searching for on the website. We are starting to gather that data. We are still a little bit away from fully automating it. But if you look at the popular search bar, you'll find there's now a click. And we'll put a little video up there so we can show it to you now. When you click that green box, it will take you back to your portfolio, and it will show whether or not you've got any pictures for those keywords. So if someone's been searching for a keyword, it will show up on that list. Go back to your portfolio. Now, if nothing shows up on the left-hand side, you know that you've got a picture of that particular subject. There must be something wrong with the keywords. So it's a great way of you finding what you have or haven't got in your portfolio. And we're going to expand on that in the new year. The other thing that's really important to think about with creating collections for those keywords is that in the bar, the navigation bar at the top on the main website, the commercial website, we will be hot linking into searches of collections for keywords as well. So if someone's looking for photographs of Amsterdam, for example, pictures of Amsterdam, and it's a popular search term, we will drop that into the navigation, and then we will shout out to members on Facebook, in our Facebook community, and via email, asking them to upload or create collections under that search term. So that's how we're going to try and proactively market to our existing customer base. So that's going to be quite exciting. It's coming in the new year. We're going to talk about our favorite collections in a minute, and each one of us is going to go through a collection that we've found on the site in the last hour, just looking through, and that caught our eye for one reason or another. So we're going to have a chat about that, which will be a bit of fun. So that's what's been happening in the marketplace. In terms of marketing, Boxing Day event starts on Boxing Day. Boxing Day event is going to be a big discount, and that will start on Boxing Day. Runs until the end of the month.
Yep.
And there will be a huge saving. So we have geared back a lot of our marketing at the moment because most people they're out doing food shopping and they're getting ready for Christmas. So things will go a bit slow for a few days. but we will be putting the foot hard on the marketing accelerator from Boxing Day. Sorry, Mike.
Hey, it was such a fun December. I can't wait till I come back in January.
Yeah, January will be quite busy when you get back to work.
Cheers, John. Appreciate it.
So if it does go a bit quiet for a couple of days, that is why. There's going to be a build-up of anticipation, so that's exciting. It is quiet, but maybe between Christmas and New Year, if you've been given a new camera or you've got the opportunity to get out and take some lovely wintry photographs, there's still the chance to win £500 in the prize draw. So if you upload 20 approved pictures...
It's getting good, isn't it?
Jesus, John.
Went to amateur dramatics.
Is he trying to escape from that glass box again?
Take the elevator, John. Go down.
Yeah. So if you upload 20 approved pictures in the month of December, you stand a chance to win £500. And because it has been a little bit slower on uploads this month, there is a really good chance you got good odds of winning that 500 quid. And that will be announced in the first week of January when we come back. There is also the hashtag starting next week. Hashtag #MyPhoto4me. Now, this is for customers that have purchased from the website. And if they share a picture of the product on social media and they include hashtag #MyPhoto4me, they will be entered into a competition to win £100. All the details of that will be shared very soon. So if I've skipped any of the details, but those details will be coming out soon. So that's they're the marketing things that we got to talk about. But now we're going to talk about some collections that have been created today. And I think if we do it in the same order that we just came through. So if I hand back to Mark.
Yes.
Mark, if you want to share your screen and we'll talk about the collection that you've seen that you really liked today.
Yeah. So one of the things that struck me straight off the bat, let me just share my screen here. I presume you can see my browser window there.
Yep, there it goes.
Yeah, so I'm right in the middle of collections here now. When I first found the collection that I'm going to point out, he was somewhere near the front. He's now on the 12th page, and I haven't dared refresh in case I lose it because they are coming in thick and fast. But Tim Hill has put quite a few collections on, and I've picked out the Yorkshire Dales one. And I think primarily I've picked it because I love the fact that he's taken some time to put a really lovely description on here. This is taken with fond memories and love around the Yorkshire Dales National Park in England. It encompasses thousands of square miles of moors, valleys, hills and villages. Southeast on the River Wharfe, the Bolton Abbey estate includes the ruins of a 12th century monastery. Mullen Village features a towering cliff and a footpath leading to Gordale Scar, a limestone ravine with waterfalls. So already I'm sort of drawn in before I've actually started looking at all the images. I'm drawn in with that sort of story and his attachment to it.
Yeah, it almost sounds like it's almost like a sleeve of a book.
Exactly that, yeah. So now I want to get in there and I want to explore, and these some beautiful images in here that almost tell the story of the Dales. So again, he's really thought out these collections, I just wanted to sort of tip my hat really because I thought that was that really caught my eye. The fact that you haven't just created a title and a brief description. There's a story to it, and people looking will be drawn to that. So that's the one for me, I think. And Tim has created various different collections, but I grabbed that one because I thought it was really good.
That's nice.
It's really good.
You'll have to stop sharing and then let.
Yep. There we go. That's one. So who's next?
Dan, who's the collection that you?
Oh, all right. Here we go.
Is it going to be the one you like today?
Let me try and share the right screen here.
I want to know what else you're looking at, Dan.
We got Mr. Biggerdike, of course. This one jumped out to quite a few of us, I think, working here, because it just goes to show how powerful this tool is. I've been trawling the site for the past 8 to 10 weeks, looking for images that jump out to me, and we had no idea that this beautiful aviation pop art was a part of James Biggerdike's collection. And it's just such a gorgeous set of art that, you know, a customer who might be looking for various pieces of a similar style to decorate their bedroom or their home office, and they want a set, they can now do that. And I mean, just look at some of these.
Yeah,
I think that's the thing is also, it's not to put too many pictures into a collection, because by virtue of a collection, it really is giving somebody, you know, quite a narrow theme that they would buy. And I can see that, you know, with this, it's the sort of thing you could probably put in a bar, you know, at home, Mark.
Yeah. I tell you what, I'm hiding this from my daughter, because if she sees that, she'll go ballistic. She'll want all of these images.
Well, plus you've got no wall space left on that bar, have you?
There isn't. No, and actually, you know, there are more important things hanging on the wall here. Let's face it. There's rum. So, so you know, as much as I loved James's work, and it would go really nice. There's a room in the house actually that would take that, and my daughter would be very happy with that. No, this is rum space. Sorry.
And of course, as the front end develops to support collections across the new year, you know, customers are going to love finding this stuff. So, so yeah, that's why I chose Biggerdike's. Shout out to Mr. Biggerdike. I'm going to stop sharing now, and I think it's over to Mike.
Yeah. So where are we?
Oh wait, sorry, Mike. Oh no, go on. I'll do it after. I was going to share some from the Facebook group.
We'll do that after.
Yeah, we'll do that after.
Okay, so the person that I found was Viv Thompson. Just because when I came across the collection, it was just sort of reminding me of my trip to Italy. When I first came over to London, it was like the first summer. It was like a trip of a lifetime. We spent 3 weeks just traveling around Italy, and it just reminded me of that trip. Like, we stopped in Venice, so we saw the Basilica Santa Maria della Salute. We drew, you know, we took you know, trip down towards Siena. We drank wine in Tuscany. We did the markets in Florence. So, I mean, it just reminded me of that whole journey and that like 3-week adventure. So it was just really nice to revisit those memories in my head.
Your whole trip laid out in a collection.
Pretty much, and it was a lot. The pictures are a lot better than the pictures that I actually took. So, well, also mine are kind of fuzzy and crooked too. There was some good wine in Italy, so. But yeah, no. So yeah, Viv, just some really nice pictures, and just, you know, reminded me of you know, she captured the I'm really sorry. Yeah, Viv just really captured the emotion, and that's where I got stuck on it.
Happy days. That's really good.
It's over to me. So,
yeah, come on, John. What you found?
Yeah, what did I select? Well, can you see my?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have travelled around Europe quite a lot. Well, when I was younger, anyway. So, and I'm really fascinated by black and white photographs that have got a touch of colour in them still. And so Melanie Viola's got some wonderful scenes from around the world, and she's done it. She's called it Colour Key. So, and they've highlighted just 1 or 2 items in it that have got the same colour. And I've pretty much been to every one of these places. The only place, well, I've not been here, and I've not been here, and that's a rather similar name to that picture we saw the other day, wasn't it?
Yeah, go on, you try and pronounce it.
This one's an easier one. This is a Skogafoss.
Yeah, Skogafoss. I bet it sounds nothing like that when you really say it.
But yeah, I do. And the great thing about this is I can see how, you know, if one of the customers had bought one of these pictures, and we could somehow start to mine that data and then send them these collections and say, well, you bought a picture like this. This picture was in this collection. Maybe you'd be interested in buying some more from this person when you get round to it. So I think it's going to be a wonderful way of.
Such a powerful tool.
Yeah, such a powerful tool. But Dan, I'm going to pass it back to you, because we had, I think actually was going to say there's over 800 collections created in 10 hours. I haven't refreshed it since we started this podcast, but I'm sure it would have jumped up by, you know, a few few more in that time.
Can we hit the century mark?
Well, can we? Yeah, if we could hit that mid podcast, that would be amazing.
Well, it's 883 now.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, and you can just see how much the community's loving this. I just said, put a link to your best collection because we're going to be looking through these straight away. I already can't keep up with replying to the comments. I will do my best, guys. But, we got Bernard Rhodes, obviously, with his Liverpool wall art collection. We could have seen that coming. Kev's done one of Anglesey, which, has been a top search recently, particularly Anglesey Lighthouse was an editor's choice recently.
Sebastian Gerber, I saw those ones earlier. Those were fantastic pictures, Seb, that you sent out. So really well done on their collection.
I mean, the list is just going on. Anne, Mark, Mike, Wang, Carl, Oliver, Chris Petty, Jeff, Cal. Let's check out Don's. Why not? It's flowers up close. See, it's one of these collections where. Oh wow! Yeah, that's nice. It's one of these collections where you can tell the set of images has been really thought out. And this, I've just clicked on this by luck, so I'm sort of looking at these photos. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, it just highlights your work so much more than just on the search engine. It just really just focuses the user.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you can tell he's doing his map crew photography, and he's now got the chance to flowers up close, present all these in one set to a customer.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. So yeah, thanks so much, guys. Carry on commenting. I will be looking and try my best to reply, but it's gonna take by storm, I think.
So just sort of wrap it up. Really, we want to wish everybody a happy holidays and let's hope for a better new year in 2021.
Yeah,
and we won't be around next week. We're going to take a break for a week, but the podcast will be back in the first week of the new year, where we'll be looking to interview more guests and we will have more features. We're going to be working on some new features for the podcast in the new year. So from all of us at Photo4me, have a lovely Christmas.
Yeah,
Be
have a
safe,
great time.
everybody.
Take care.
See ya.